After you left the house at 5 p.m. on the 23rd of May, what happened thereafter?
Well, basically, I was to meet Barbara and we were to go for dinner. Normally, on every day, I go for a walk around this time.
You are
And I
talking
normally,
about
5:30, I go
Barbara?
for a walk.
Yes.
Barbara Jarabica. And I took my car, went to pick her up. She opened the house and she said, "Why don't you come in for a few minutes?" Because I thought that maybe she was preoccupied. I felt nothing wrong. I just parked the car just next to her house, opposite her house, which is maybe 2 meters away. You can see from her house too. And I walked back and entered the house. And she was having a glass of wine. She walked around, she was watching both the skates, and she made me sit on a sofa. And just after 3-4 minutes after my sitting there, and she was also sitting there, but she was looking at both the side of the doors, and I heard a huge noise coming out from the main door. The house is such, her house is such that on one side there is a road and the other side there is a marina. Okay, this is how most of the houses in Jolly Harbor are. Even most of the houses in Jolly Harbor are like this. So first there was a group of people with a big noise. It was like an event management. They were dressed in blue and they were, I don't remember it too well, and the jersey was maybe gray or light blue or something like this. And there was a huge noise. Tall, big guys, 7 to 8 of them entered, mostly from the main door, and 2 or 3 came from the marina side. And they just said that, "We know who you are Mehul Choksi, and we are taking you for interrogation." And they just took me over. It means two of them took my hands, 2 of them took my legs, couple of them have, one person put his hand around my neck, and I was taken over by them. And I tried to fight the situation because this kidnap story was on for over last 3 years since the election in India in 2019. Means end of 2018 when the whole election thing was coming up. I was told the plane is arriving, and many people on the street would keep on saying they're watching you and they're going to take you up and they're going to kill you. All these rumors for again every 2-3 months will keep on coming. So when this happened, I never. Some of my good friends here, business people, say that Antigua is such a safe place that nothing like this could happen. So don't worry about it. And that made me bold. And my main activity was mostly walking on the island because of my health. The most exercise I could do is walk at the pace, and probably in a day it could start from 1.5 hours to even 3-4 hours. Time and again, I would go for a walk, sit back in the house. I would go for a walk if the weather is good. Even at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, I would walk on the road and come back to the house, sit again, go for a walk. Most of the people on the island knew about this particular thing. And somebody could be, most likely I would walk alone. And if there are friends or somebody on the road, we would walk together. And this was a normal activity. So I could imagine that this was going towards kidnapping. Of course, they said that we are taking you for interrogation. There's agencies from India, and we are taking you for interrogation.
Okay, if I could just stop you there, because I want to show you something before you go on to the transfer onto another boat. Let me show you something, and then we can carry on from there. Do you recognize this person?
Yeah, this is Barbara Jarabica. To be very honest, I knew only her as a Barbara. The Jarabica name, she herself told me this time that how you spell my surname is you put J against Arabic, along with Arabic. So it's Jarabic. So it was very easy to remember. That's what she told me.
So
this time.
you are 100% certain that this
Oh, yes.
is Barbara, the person that you mentioned earlier about going to
Jarabic,
her house and being kidnapped in that
Yes.
house.
That's correct. That's correct, right?
How many people entered this flat from where you were picked up? Can you remember roughly how many people?
There were about 7 to 9 people. You can safely say about 7 to 8 people were there.
Okay.
They were
And
all
then-
very tall, and they were all like Indian origin, or maybe 1 or 2 Antiguan origin or something, but mostly you could see they were like from India.
Okay. And then on the boat, when they opened your blindfold, how many people were on the boat?
Well, mostly that particular time I could see only 3 people, 2 Indian tall guys and one of the helper from a crew. Finally, I came to know that there were totally 5 people on the boat, 2 Indian guys and 3 other, out of which one was the owner of the boat, one was a crew of the boat, and the other one was a captain, again a crew of the boat. There were 3 of them and 2 of these people. And
So-
of course, these 2 gentlemen were very tall. They were like 6 feet or above. One was 5.9, the other one was maybe 6.2, 6.5. But there were 2 Punjabis, and they were huge, and very well. They said that they're raw agents and they have been in army and all these kind of things. We went into conversation, particularly while we were in deck, and when I got some senses and some breathing or something, and they said that they're raw agents and they're taking me for interrogation. And again, they would be very tough with me and beat me here and there, slap me and things like that, and telling that they're going for interrogation. And I was asking them, where are we going? Because always in back of my mind, I thought that they would take me to Guyana or something. They said, it's none of your business, just keep quiet. They were very rough and very rude with me, of course.